because otherwise we'll get an echo. Okay, hello, my howlers. It is Sako to me, and today I have a special guest for my coffee time. This is my niece Khalia. She is also a powerful immortal.
Actually, I it is so glad to meet you guys. And there is something I want to tell you that may be absolutely different. Okay? You ready?
Absolutely different, huh? Okay, we're ready. What's up?
Okay. So, Sako has very cool, powerful, and magic books. Just because if you don't forget to subscribe if you liked the live stream. Sako, I was just kidding.
Just kidding, huh? Well, thank you for the promotion. I appreciate that. I just want to say hi to Kat Mosher.
Kat Mosher?
She's super cool, and doll Cecil Runo. Like she's my witchy sister. She's very cool.
What about those two?
Those two are me.
Oh, actually, wow. And actually, you and I am here to give you the entertainment.
Do you want to talk about spells? I can get one of my books and we can talk about spells. We can talk about animals. How about animals? We can talk about animals.
Or we can talk about how entertainment works.
Energy or entertainment?
Entertainment.
How does it work?
Actually, when something is boring, you have to do something fun so you can entertain yourself. Well,
animals. Okay, so Cecil Doll asked, "Who is this young apprentice?" This young apprentice is Khalia Hippert. She is my 6-year-old niece, and also interested in things magical. But she wants to change the topic to entertainment.
Oh, really? Yes. Actually, this is Khalia speaking. And although, Sako, do you like sillies?
I think there's a time and place for it.
Well, if anyone else wants to join in, go ahead.
Oh, I guess we could do that.
And actually,
I don't understand why she wouldn't like to talk about magic. I know, right?
And actually, although I will talk about magic after this talk about entertainment.
Although, so okay, so tell me about entertainment. Like, what can we do? What can we do to make this live stream entertaining?
We can add some fun details to it.
What kind of fun details? Should I draw on it? Should I do a dance? Should I get a spell book and talk about animals?
Actually, no.
None of those things? Okay.
Actually, we can get Mudkip to join in.
I don't think this is the right live stream for a Mudkip.
I'm sure Mudkip will love to join it.
Okay.
So,
well, why don't you talk to these people while I get a spell book and also eat your breakfast?
You know what? actually, magic is a very cool thing.
It is a very cool thing.
And
I agree.
actually, Sako has some cool spell books.
I sure do.
And
I don't know which.
Do you want to see each page?
I can show a few pages because we only have an hour.
We only have an hour till this stream is done.
That is absolutely right.
And actually, now open your books and show us the spells.
Okay. So this is my Book of Shadows.
Yes. That is a very cool book.
First of all, I have a help me learn witchcraft more, efficiently sigil.
Now, actually, what are each of the spells?
I have a bunch of spells. So I have an opening ritual.
Actually,
I have banishing.
Do spells come true?
They do, all of them.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
And also, actually, Sako.
Yes, my dear.
I want you to show the spells to each person. And although these spells are gonna be pretty awesome.
So I have like this long section about gods.
Okay.
And the gods that I work with.
Now, can I get my kit?
Yeah, you can go get my kit. That's fine.
All right, so...
So she'll be right back.
Hold for a second.
All right. What to talk about? I did mention animals. I don't think I have anything written, but I do know things. I do have a familiar. And the cool things you can do with a familiar and how to get one. This is her familiar, Mudkip.
And he's been snuggling with me.
That's awesome.
And actually... my touch is glitching.
Burb. BRB. Do you know what BRB stands for? It means be right back.
My touch is glitching. Be right back.
Check.
Actually,
she's very good at reading.
And actually, this is Sako's travel buddy.
It is Sako's travel buddy. But Sako hasn't been traveling much this year. So Mudkip hasn't been traveling much either.
And he is and Mudkip is happy to see you.
Also, eat your breakfast. Should I cut it up? It's kind of hard to pick up. Yeah, maybe I should cut it up.
Or I can pick it up on this side.
Okay. How did I get my familiar? He actually picked me, but I cast some stuff to kind of reaffirm the relationship. Yeah, I got really lucky with mine. He was feral, and then he was rescued. And it was kind of...
Are you talking about Mudkip?
I'm talking about Nobu, actually. I'm talking about Nobu and my relationship with Nobu and how I got Nobu.
Actually,
Nobukatsu.
Dal Cicerone is saying, how did you get your familiar?
Exactly. So I'm answering Doll and letting Doll know that that Nobu actually picked me. So every time...
who picked Pabu?
Technically, if we're being... who picked Pabu? My adopted sister.
Mudkip was scared of the thunder.
Oh, yeah. That's really funny considering he's a water type. I would think he would be very brave.
He is very brave and scary. And actually, now's the time for him. Now I can finally teach him how to get brave while the thunder is out.
Well, not right now, baby. You can teach him later.
After this live stream.
After this live stream. So, familiars. I actually have a thing on familiars. And animals, and working with skulls, and working with bones, and so working with animals live or dead, basically.
And actually, Mudkip can be very brave Mudkip is brave most of the time.
That is very true. Where's my familiar stuff? What the heck? Oh my gosh. My phone is exploding with Discord. My phone is exploding with Discord. Oh, here we go. How to bond with your familiar.
Now, how do you bond with your familiar? Mudkip's trying to think.
Okay, so first off, inviting a familiar into your life is a serious undertaking. I would not do it flippantly.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
usually your familiar will choose you. So rather than seeking one out, simply try putting your intent out there, and then I decided to do ritual work and divination and he was very interested in what I was doing, and I noticed that he liked to throw cards too, and he liked to participate in my rituals. So I didn't ask him to do that. He just wanted to help. So Nobu is a magical cat. Did you know that?
Nobu is a witch like you?
Yep, that is absolutely right.
Oh, can you hold Mudkip up?
Actually? What's actually?
So, just because.
So this is interesting. So,
Sako, what is it? That's interesting.
These articles about bonding with your...
You don't want him to eat my breakfast.
No, but you should eat your breakfast. He's our director. Okay? He's making sure that we're staying on topic. And our topic right now is bonding with your familiar, and how I bonded with Nobu.
How did you bond with Nobu?
I cuddled him, and we synchronized our breaths, and so kitty cats are really good at offering healing energy. They purr, right? And the frequency, they can change the frequency of how they purr to like heal bones and to heal emotions and
look, I have
heal
a magical
fevers.
cat.
You have a magical cat? Is Sizo magical? That's really cool. Take you on a nature walk, use trimmings or shed in your magic. I would only do that if I was...
Hi,
if I was casting a spell on Nobu.
You know,
I
is
would not.
Muffet a magic cat? And is Pabu a magic cat?
No, they are not. They are kitty cats. They are normal kitty cats. They just
so
like.
Pabu and Muffet are a normal types.
Include your familiar in moon rituals. Really, he includes himself.
But where's Mudkip's face?
Not on screen because he's the director.
What's a director?
That's funny considering you wanted to talk about entertainment. A director is someone who tells us what to do and makes sure that we are staying on topic. Kitchen
Why
witch,
is your bunny
animal's
foot squished?
food. Is my bunny foot squished? Oh, he's not squished. He's just safe. Sacred massage. Charge your pet's water.
And actually,
That's a bunch of silly stuff, is what that was.
You know, I like Pabu the best.
I'm glad you like Pabu the best.
Because actually, do you like Pabu the best too?
We're talking about Nobu right now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Nobu is a magical cat and Sako rescued him. Okay. And although Sako took good care of Nobu.
You said although? So what happened?
Sako was taking care of Nobu right after she rescued him.
That is true.
And although she is a true hero.
Am I a true hero for rescuing Nobu? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
And Sako's a superhero. And think.
That didn't even make sense, baby.
And actually.
And
Sako
actually.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to poke you too hard.
Oh, don't poke me too hard, though.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
So, what do you think about Nobukatsu?
Nobukatsu.
Did you know Nobukatsu can tell the future?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's actually really good at that.
And that's how he can tell he's magical.
That is actually how I could tell he was magical.
And actually, Sako is a pretty superhero.
So, Doll says this is a great exercise for patience.
And actually, although, do you like Sako's pretty coffee cup?
It's my magical coffee cup. I usually take it camping with me, but no camping this year, so I'm drinking out of it at home.
Ah, cute. And actually, welcome
there are
to
other
live
words.
Chat.
There are other
Remember
words.
to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
It basically means don't be a jerk. They also don't want us to talk about certain topics.
Okay.
Hmm?
Hi. Who's this young patient? Animal. I don't understand why she wouldn't like to talk about magic. My tech is glitching. Be right back. How do you get here familiar? This is a great exercise for patience. Oh, actually, guys, we are gonna do something actually fun, and we are gonna talk about spell magic.
Okay, let's talk about spell magic.
And spell magic is very cool, but also dangerous.
Well, it depends on what kind of spell that we're casting.
You are an excellent reader.
She is an excellent reader. She really surprised me. So I have these...
Actually...
hold on, baby. I have these smelly markers, right? because I'm an artist and I have a niece and smelly markers are the best. And
I'm an artist too.
and she's an artist too. And so I let her use my markers and I asked her what the colors were because I wanted her to be able to read. And she just like, that's cinnamon, that's licorice, that's cherry. Like, she just, and she was like 5 and could read cinnamon and licorice. Like, wow, okay. Blew my mind.
I also can read mint.
Well, I want you to read a spell. So, what kind of
words look weird?
It's because I wrote them. Do the words look weird? You can't read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cursive is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
You'll probably learn cursive in a couple of years.
I'm gonna try to read them with my eyes.
So, what kind of spell? What kind of spell? We can talk about witch box, manifest boxes. That's spell. That's pretty cool. You want to talk about well, I would like to show off my manifest box if we did that. If we were talking about animals, we can also talk about guardians. Do you know what a guardian is? It's kind of like a gargoyle. Gargoyles are pretty cool, right? I have a pet dragon.
Oh, what? Where do you have that pet dragon?
He is in the bedroom.
What?
And I have and one of these.
Is it real or
It's spirit.
Fake.
He's not fake. He is ethereal, and I have bound him to I've made a home for him.
See your pet.
I made a home for him, so I can show you the home, but I can't show you the dragon. You'd have to go to the other place to see the dragon, and I'll teach you how to do that another day. I think you're right at the right age where Gnosis would be really super easy. Yeah? So about that spell.
Okay.
I have all kinds of bath things. I have talismans. I have bottles.
Bottles.
Got
Chaos.
I got food.
Food.
Got
Herbs.
Herbs, yeah. See, that says cinnamon.
I like cinnamon.
You can use cinnamon in all kinds of spells. Yeah.
Hey, what does those 2 words mean apart?
Which 2 words, my love? It in. Steep it
in dive.
Olive oil for enhanced sex.
Olive oil for enhanced sex. Okay.
I've never done that. However, it's an option. I would think it would burn. How about apples? We can do all kinds of cool things with apples.
Actually, well.
So check this out. With apples.
Let's learn about spells.
We are.
And how spells work.
So what we're going to do is we can include apples in spells to avert temptation.
Ooh.
So for seekers fighting addictive patterns, what we're going to do is we're going to bury an apple with tobacco or some other kind of vice like alcohol or, you know. I mean, I'd say wait a couple of years for Gnosis, yeah. But her ability to dissociate and get into trance is really super easy right now, man. And then light a candle every night for a full moon.
What a couple of years for goodness.
Gnosis.
Gnosis.
You want to talk about gnosis? Yeah. So gnosis, have you ever pretended, not pretend, pretend's not the word. Have you ever gone to another place and talked to other people but still been in your room? Yeah, right? Have you ever been in that place between wake and sleep where you see lots of pictures and it's basically like watching a movie? Ooh, careful, baby. Have you? Yeah, right? So that's a really great place to be. That mindset is a really great place to be when you're casting magic. That's like the best mindset to be in when you're casting magic.
Actually, I'm gonna make an action movie an action show downstairs with the Lego, and it's a Lego movie.
Okay. But you're going to finish your breakfast first.
Okay, Sako.
So yeah, gnosis.
Getting from the table.
Yeah, you are. Which means sit in the seat and eat over the plate, please. Look at all these crumbs. Okay.
Ah, you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Actually,
You want me to see what my shirt says? Okay, bye, doll. Enjoy your breakfast.
Good morning. I see assassins have failed.
Yep, absolutely. That's what my shirt says. It's kind of silly, right?
No, that's fiction. It's fiction.
It's fiction. That's true. It is fiction. I did not actually send assassins after you before I went to bed. Thank you, Kat.
You like my hair? Does anybody like my hair?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Great shirt.
Yeah, Kat really likes my shirt. Also, I'm sorry about the buzzy buzz. Discord is like blowing up my phone.
What cord?
Huh?
What cord?
What cord? Discord. As opposed to like this icon, Discord. It is a program that allows me to talk to other people.
The Discord is blowing up.
My Discord is blowing up. Yeah, that's true. I'm actually. Let me see if I can put on Do Not Disturb. Oh my gosh. Okay, I put on Do Not Disturb mode, so it shouldn't buzz anymore. Okay. All right. So.
What does that orange icon mean?
Which one, my love?
The orange icon on the Discord icon.
The little red thing? That means that I have messages that I haven't read. Oh, and Kat says that she can't hear it anyway, okay. Yeah, it was like buzz, 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 buzz. I was like, goddamn. I think my phone is pushing for them like every 5 minutes or so, and yeah. I am ready for my second cup of coffee, and you're gonna eat your breakfast. And
can I help you make coffee?
Yes. You can totally help me make coffee. Let's make coffee.
Try to say what I just said.
Yay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put water in this reservoir.
Put water in the reservoir?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's a coffee maker, sir.
Yes. I'm also not a sir. I'm not offended that you call me sir, but I'm not a sir.
Actually, I know how to do that.
But you're not tall enough to reach the thing.
What if I used a stool?
A stool would be helpful, but I'm almost done.
Just because I'm tall enough to reach the top of the coffee maker.
That's good. That means you can help me put coffee in it.
And how'd you get so good at making coffee without getting burned?
I do it every day. Okay, so you're going to stick the coffee in this thing. So go ahead and lift that. And take out this thing. And throw that away. Go ahead and throw
It's
it away.
covered in the coffee jug.
Is it? And then put it in there. Just like that. Now hit the big button. Yeah. There we go.
Nice! But your coffee maker is different than ours.
I'm sure it is.
Because my coffee maker only uses purple coffee tins.
I see the assassins have failed.
And you make coffee differently than my dad does.
Yes, he does make it differently.
Hey, but I'm not sure if this is your best way.
It's not the best
to
way.
make coffee.
So technically the best way to make coffee is with that French press.
That French press?
Uh-huh.
This is the French press?
That is absolutely it.
But why aren't you making coffee like Dad does?
I don't know how your dad makes coffee. And
My dad makes coffee in that he dumps the coffee into the track that he already used.
so
And also
okay.
Then he gets another coffee tin that has no coffee in it and fills it with coffee, and then he puts it into the coffee maker.
I don't have a coffee maker.
But that is a coffee maker.
It is a Keurig. Okay, so I like to put cream in my coffee.
Oh, I can do it.
I like to put in a very specific amount of cream. So I'm going to put in a little bit. Just like that. Do you want to mix it?
Yeah, with
Okay.
a spoon and not with my finger.
Not with your finger, but with this thing.
What is it?
So hold it by the skull and then use it to mix that up.
I see the cream. How much mix?
Until it looks completely blonde.
It looks
Do a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right, that's good. Thank you very much. I'll take that back.
But
Now
what is that
I have coffee.
skull thing?
School thingy?
The skull.
Oh, it's called a swizzle stick.
A swizzle stick.
Yeah.
But why do you use it to mix the coffee
Because
instead of spoon?
I don't want coffee everywhere. All right, we're going to talk about magic, I swear.
Actually,
We can talk about all kinds of things. We can talk about banishing. have a lot of stuff on banishing. Witch's Creed, opening rituals. We can talk about opening rituals. Like the process of doing a ritual. What I do for a ritual. Because what everybody does.
We're going to talk about banishing.
You're saying actually like we're changing the subject. I don't think that means what you think it means. You should eat your breakfast. I'm never going to be a mother. I will aunt the hell out of that kid, but I'm never going to be a mother. All right, so for opening ritual, what I do is first I ground myself, and I do this by, hello Sage, I'm glad you're back, and also I have a youngling named Khalia, who is 6 years old and also interested in magic, but she keeps changing the subject. Sit at the table, baby. Sit at the table. Thank you.
I just wanted to say hi to Papa.
I know you did, but she's taking a bath, and she probably doesn't want to be covered in jelly. Still super hot. All right, so first I ground myself, and I do this by basically, I'm really big on visualization. I'm really big on travel, so astral travel. So I have a like a astral office of sorts, and I have a specific spot where I like to stand, where I can feel the moss under my feet, and I have roots that grow from my feet or from my legs or from my back, wherever I'm making contact to the ground. And my roots lately, anyway, have been very lightning-like. So it just like cuts through everything, and it's very jagged, and they're black. But I still ground with them. And then, let's see, I banish any negativity. I use sound. I have a Tibetan singing bowl that I use to cleanse the air of any negative spirits. I invoke, I light incense to also cleanse, and also as an offering to whatever spirits are going to come in and hang out with us. So I invoke the deities and or spirits that are going to help me with my ritual. Depending on the deity, I might do something different to invite them in. My invoking, I have like a whole section on invoking, which I might go into invoking different deities that I work with sometime, if you guys are interested. I work with interesting deities. All right. Then I cast my spell. I take my time. I don't rush through it. I don't. Depending on the spell, I might make a bottle. I might burn a sigil. I might make tea. I might take a bath. I might. It's a bunch of stuff. I protect the spell so that the universe doesn't unweave it. I would worry about other people, other witches, other spirits trying to unweave it, but I used to worry about stuff like that when I was a teenager, but I don't care now. I'm not like a super paranoid witch anymore. When I was a teenager, I wouldn't, like, if my hair shed, or my skin shed, I would gather it up because I didn't want someone to gather it and use it against me. I had issues. And then I'll ring the bell to dismiss the spirits and close the ritual and cleanse the area around me. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe today we can take a tour around my altar. I think you'd like it.
Mm.
Look, half your face. Wow, who has time for that? Yeah, I spend a couple of hours, depending on what I'm doing, because my spells don't take a lot of time to do. So, like, it takes, yeah. Who has time for that? I no longer have time for that. I don't. I don't have time for that. Yeah. Have you finished your breakfast? Okay, that's good. Can you take the plate and put it on the counter? I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, right next to the mug. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh my god, what just happened?
It has a motion detector, so you used magic to turn on the light, and then the light will be like, well, there's no one there, so it'll turn off. You want to wait for it to turn off?
But when will it turn off?
It takes about 10 minutes. So I was just talking about using bells and stuff to banish negativity and banish bad spirits, basically. So whenever you feel bad, you can basically ring that chime. Mm-hmm. Just like that.
But then what will happen?
Basically, all the bad spirits go away.
So this is the legendary bell.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Ain't that the truth? I'm actually playing a mage game that, like, uh, you know, tackles that topic specifically. Mm. Yeah. Aw, I love you too, baby.
Actually.
Do you want to watch stuff, or do you want to talk about magic?
Or I can play my Lego movie down in the basement.
Why don't you do that?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sako, would you like to watch?
I have 15 more minutes of this, but I will come down and watch when I'm done. She's super into Lego, which is cool. So since we're on the topic of banishing, I thought we would... Okay, cool. Oh, I have music. No, I'll forgo music today. It'll be fine. Lego is awesome. I absolutely agree. And my husband is a fanatic, so we have tons of Legos in the house. So she's making a Lego movie, and it's an all-female cast. Pretty sure it's a superhero story. So we can... I often will do the bell. Like, that's my quick way of doing it nowadays. You can also use incense. You can also make a banishment sigil and burn it real quick, or tear it. I think ringing a bell is the fastest, easiest, less hassle way of doing it. Lego is awesome until you stand barefoot on it at 2 a.m. We call them caltrops for that reason. Absolutely. We call them caltrops. Okay. You can. I have a spell here for a banishing candle. Um, I suspect that's less about banishing spirits and more about banishing people or situations, or you have something larger scale that you want to banish. Um, so I have a recipe for banishing oil, and then you anoint a black candle with said oil and let it dry. Then carve your sigil, your banishing sigil, into the candle, and then burn it. That's a lot of work. So obviously, that would um, I would reserve that spell for a situation that would call for active, action like that. If I eventually do anything magic, I'll have to get a bell. I can't burn incense because I'm allergic. A bell is the best thing. I got mine from Wish for like $2. I think $7 total. It came with, I bought the cushion separate, but I think you can find some that have the cushion. Anything I can do for work or money? Absolutely. Um, One, you can use basil in anything. Just make sure that you kind of be like, set your intention before you start cooking. Um, if you cook with basil, basil is kind of your money tree when it comes to magic. Also, it also works as protection, so that's cool. Um, you can do sigil work. I have a couple of sigils that are work specific, but you probably want to make a sigil from scratch. It would be more effective. Um, 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 Sound, reflective. Oh, using a mirror to banish people or spirits. Yeah. I would use basil for money things. So pesto is a really great like salve basically for your food, for money spells. You could basically make money pesto. Yeah. I will put basil on the list because I'm currently out. I love pesto. If you do the pesto thing, rather than buying pesto and imbuing it, I would make the pesto from scratch. I would grow the pesto or get fresh pesto from the store, but it's got to be fresh. And then make pesto from that. Yeah, I want to make a winter because like autumn is probably when I would like cut it down and not prune it, harvest all the basil. My husband likes to dry it out, but I want to make pesto. I point because we have basil drying out on the table right now. So it's really good for fortune. It's good for luck. It's good for money. Good for work. Okay, go say good morning to grandma. Yeah, get a plant. Keep it in your kitchen. Yeah, absolutely. Also, if you get one plant, you can clip the top one when it starts to flower. Chop off the flower because when it flowers, it stops growing up. So you can clip off the flower and it will just keep growing up. Um, so you can get a bush like pretty quick. Second, it is also pet safe. So if usually cats don't like the taste, but it is technically a distant cousin to catnip. So there's a chance that they might be like, oh, yum. But it is safe. Yeah. I would put it like my window is high enough to where the kitty cats aren't gonna hop up there. I have some sage taking root on the in water on the this little ledge that we made for the cats, and the cats are not interested in it, so they don't care about the sage. They care about the bread that's drying for the birds. 10 more minutes, please. I don't want to say my niece wasted all my time, but I'll probably hang out for a little while longer. I have a lot of bath stuff. What were we talking about? We were talking about banishing and money things. I have rituals, like I have a ritual for recovering from debt. I have a ritual to acquire money. I have a ritual to bring forth personal luck, good fortune, and prosperity, to attract wealth, for finding a job, for prosperity. So as long as you have like a solid intention, um, so I can help you. We can have like a personal live stream or something like that where I help you come up with some sigils that would do any of those things. Or we just need to um, really firm up our intention, and then the sigil will come easy. And then there's a bunch of different ways that we can charge it, and then there's a bunch of different ways that we can activate it. I think I have a page in here about activation. Oh, not in this one. It's in my grimoire. So I'll fetch my grimoire and we will talk about activation of sigils. Okay. How to create sigils. I've done that like 3 times on this channel. Ways to activate it. There's active ways and there are passive ways, right? So the most traditional way is to burn it, right? I will do a version in my grimoire or my book of shadows rather. I have like these little booklets that I've started making for making sigils because I just make so many. Are they in here? No, they're not. They're in my book of mirrors. You can also put it on paper and submerge it in water, and the ink will eventually break down. That's another way of dissolving it, of destroying it. You can simply rip it in half. That will also activate it. Putting the sigil on a cigarette and then smoking it. You can draw it in the air and then kind of like push through it to destroy it. I have used this to I used that method recently and I think it worked out pretty well. It was a little exhausting because there's so much energy that you expend when you do that, because I charge as I draw it, right? Passive would be like basically as you draw it, you charge it, which I do quite a bit. You can put it on your body because it will eventually fade. There are magical tattoos, so you want your intention to be solid. You can carve it into a candle. You can carve it into your soap. So I have a bunch of stickers that I made, and I imbued them on my altar, and then I put the stickers on all of their glamour sigils, right? And then I put the sigils on all of my sundries. So my body wash, my conditioner, my shampoo, my shaving cream, my lotions, my oils, all that stuff. So I guess it's working because my niece said that I was pretty today. Let's see. You can make an amulet. You can carve it on wood or stone, which is making an amulet. You can make it a device wallpaper. Where's my phone? I want to show you my wallpaper. Oh, it's not my wallpaper. Oh, did I change it? What the heck? Is it one of my images? I want to show you my wallpaper, damn it. Took a long video of my niece eating last night just to make her eat. Yep, here it is. Yep. So this is one to make my art great. So the stuff that I draw is super good. So making it my wallpaper was my passive activation. And lastly, the last thing that I have here is to basically do it in chalk on the sidewalk or the street, and let the rain take care of it, or people walking on it, or whatever. So if I wasn't afraid of infection, again, or infecting other people, I would have drawn sigils on the sidewalk at the protests. I have sigils to protect the protesters. One of the witches in my former coven did a ritual that involved burying a sigil. Yep, that's a thing. I'm not sure what the intention was or whether it worked for her. Yep, burying a sigil is totally a thing. Yeah. And also, so I would bury it if I was calling on Earth for that spell as well. Like, that would be super helpful. And probably nefarious things. But that's my paradigm. I don't know if that was hers. Languages and alphabets. I have a bunch. So there is some confusion regarding some of the alphabets. It's 10 o'clock. Do we want to keep going? I suppose the method would depend on the intention or purpose. I like to pick one that seems appropriate, you know. I went through a phase where I just burned everything. And I was using masturbation and orgasm to charge things, which was super effective, just monotonous. Welcome back. You look lovely. Oh, it's telling me to work. I need to hop out to another stream, but this has been super interesting. Thank you, Sage. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this.
Would you like to come down in the basement to watch my show?
Yes, I will wrap this up, and then we will go play Lego. So, thank you very much for joining me today.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. And also like this video if you liked it at any point.
Well, if you like it, give it a thumbs up.
Absolutely. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.
And I will